A homeless girl saves a dying stranger in the forest, only to discover he is a billionaire entangled in deadly secrets, and what happens next will leave you speechless. The forest road was quiet except for the chirping of crickets and the rustle of leaves dancing in the evening wind. An abandoned car leaned against the side of the path, its headlights dim, its bonnet bent as if it had collided with something unseen. Just beyond, on the damp grass, a man lay gasping, his once white shirt soaked in blood. From the trees emerged a young girl, barefoot, with wild hair that caught the rays of the setting sun. Her name was Amelie, a homeless wanderer who had made the forests and alleys her refuge after losing her parents to sickness years before. She carried nothing but a torn cloth tied around her shoulders and the instinct of survival. Amelie stopped in her tracks when she saw him. Could he be a ghost? She whispered to herself. The elders had warned, never touch a fallen stranger in the bush, for many spirits wore human faces. But then, the man groaned, clutching his chest weakly. His lips trembled as if begging for help. Amelie's heart wavered between fear and compassion. She could turn away and save herself from danger, or stay and risk everything for a man she did not know. She knelt. Days followed. Amelie built a small shelter of branches around them. She hunted fruits, fetched water from a stream, and kept watch for prowlers. Slowly, the man regained his strength. On the third day, he spoke clearly. "My name is Kofi Mensah," he said. Amelie nodded, though the name meant nothing to her. She had no knowledge of the powerful or the wealthy. "What happened to you?" she asked. His gaze darkened. "Betrayal. Those I trusted most turned on me. They wanted me gone." Amelie listened quietly, sensing secrets too heavy for a stranger to bear. What she did not know was that Kofi Mensah was one of the richest men in Africa, a billionaire whose empire stretched across oil, gold, and banking. Days earlier, his convoy had been ambushed by his own associates, greedy men who wished to inherit his empire. He had escaped by sheer luck, crashing his car in the forest where Amelie found him. When Kofi grew strong enough to walk, he insisted on taking Amelie with him. "You saved me," he said. "I cannot leave you here." She hesitated, but hunger and curiosity won. Together, they trekked until they reached a highway, where a convoy of black cars awaited. Amelie froze as men in dark suits rushed forward, bowing to Kofi. They called him Chief, Sir, Chairman. She turned to him in disbelief. "Who are you truly?" Kofi smiled faintly. "A man who owes you his life." Amelie's world transformed overnight. She was taken to Kofi's mansion, a palace of glass and marble, with fountains that sparkled like diamonds. Servants rushed to attend to her, dressing her in fine clothes, placing feasts before her. But beneath the glitter, Amelie felt unease. The relatives who visited Kofi eyed her with suspicion. She overheard their whispers. "She is a witch, sent to charm him. How can a street girl sit at the chief's table? If he favors her, we are finished." Amelie wanted to leave, but Kofi forbade it. "You are safe here," he assured her. "They will not touch you." Yet safety was an illusion. One night, Amelie wandered the corridors and overheard a chilling voice through a half-open door. "Uncle has grown weak," hissed a man she recognized as Kofi's nephew. "That girl has bewitched him. If she stays, our plans fail. We must remove her, just as we tried to remove him." Amelie's heart raced. She realized then, these were the same men who had left Kofi bleeding in the forest. And now they plotted against her too. She ran back to her chamber, trembling. Should she tell Kofi? Or would he think her a liar like the others? Her fears proved true the very next evening. While Kofi dined in the hall, the lights suddenly went out. Shouts erupted. Armed men burst into the mansion, their faces masked. Amelie ducked beneath the table as bullets tore through the air. She crawled toward Kofi, who had already drawn a pistol, defending himself with the skill of a man used to danger. But she saw what he could not, a masked assassin creeping up behind him. Without thinking, Amelie grabbed a heavy candlestick and hurled it with all her strength. It struck the man's head, knocking him unconscious before he could strike. Kofi turned, shocked to see Amelie standing there, her chest heaving. "You again," he whispered. "You saved me again." By dawn, the police had captured the attackers. Among them was Kofi's own nephew. Kofi stood in the courtyard, bloodied but unbroken, and declared before all, "Family betrayed me, but a homeless child gave me life twice. From this day, Amelie is no longer homeless. She is my daughter." The announcement shook the nation. Newspapers screamed, "Street girl saves billionaire twice." Some hailed her as a heroine, others called her a trickster. But Amelie cared little for gossip. For the first time in years, she had a home, a father, and a name that carried respect. Yet, the story did not end in simple happiness. Weeks later, Amelie discovered letters hidden in Kofi's study. They revealed darker truths, secret dealings, enemies in government, debts hidden beneath his empire of wealth. Kofi was not only a victim, he was also a man entangled in shadows that stretched far beyond his mansion. Amelie folded the letters carefully. She had saved his life, but now she wondered, what life had she stepped into? The girl who once feared ghosts on the roadside now walked among living ones, wrapped in power and danger. And deep inside, she knew, her story with Kofi Mensah had only just begun.